Alrighty, so we now have this stuff set up. You can see it looks like it's moving. What I'm going to do is I'm going to render this out in two sections. We're going to render out the character, and then we're going to render out the environment. In order to do that, I actually need to separate them out. You'll see that this, for whatever reason, this somehow got stuck in there. I don't know. Can I pull you out? Oh, I can pull you out. Okay. So I'm just going to pull that out. I just kind of clicked and dragged outwards. And what I'm going to do is the environment here. This will turn the environment off, but that's only for the viewport. If you hit F12 to do just a single frame render, you'll see it's still there. To actually turn it off from the render, you have to turn this one off. If you turn both off, they'll be off for both of them. So I'm just going to turn both off because that way I can kind of visually see what it is. Otherwise, you might think that you have it all off, but you don't. The other thing is too, I need to only render to 23 frames because 24 is just a repeat of the 23. So I'm going to switch this to 23 because otherwise you'll have like a double frame, and I don't really want that. Okay, so let's go to the render settings. This all looks good. 1920 by 1080, 1 to 23 frames, 24 frames per second. I do need to change the output because by default it's going to go to a temp folder, and I don't know where that is. So we're just going to go to desktop. I'm going to go to 2D animation. We're going to go to walk cycle and then walk frames. And then this one I'm going to put in character. Okay. And then we'll hit accept. It's important that you have a folder specifically for it because this is going to create an image sequence. If you look underneath, we say we have an image and then we're doing a file format of PNG and it's RGBA. So the reason why we're doing an image sequence is that if you do a video does not have um, alpha built into it, transparency. So it'll just render out black behind them, and then I can't actually composite it, at least not easily. I do know that there are I randomly found you can find some video formats with it, but regardless, you're still better off doing an image sequence. There's a lot of reasons for it. So this all looks good. This is the right file format because it is. You could do like a JPEG, and that also doesn't have a transparency. So PNG is good. What I'm going to do though is I also need to turn on one thing. You got to go to, not there, go to here, the camera, go down to film, and you want to make sure you turn on transparent, and then you can see now it's going to show the transparency. Now, if you hit F12, that will render out a single frame, but if you hit Control F12, that'll render out the image sequence. So I'm going to hit Control F12, and you're going to see a window's going to pop up, and you'll start seeing the individual rendered frames. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. I'll just unpause it when it's done. That's complete. I'm just going to hit the X up here to get out of that. And then we can check it out in here, and you will see here's my frames, right? And they're all transparent. So I have all my individual frames. Looks great. Okay, so next what I want to do is the environment. So I'm going to turn this guy off and then turn the environment collection on. Okay, so I already have the animation here, but you'll notice I only have it going to basically what it needed, right? That 24 frames. So I need to extend this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this go to 240 because the whole purpose of rendering this out in separate sections is to do that. So we're going to go to 240. Now what you're going to see is it goes and it stops, which is not really what we want. So what I need to do is I need to basically continue that animation. Now I'm going to select empty because that's the one that has the animation on it. And I'm going to expand this. Now in the past, what we've done is I have gone to like the Z or whatever the axis is, and then you can do Shift E, and then we would just go make cyclic. And you might think that's correct, but what'll happen is it's going to basically cycle that animation. That's not what we want. So I'm going to hit Shift E again, and we're going to clear that cyclic. Okay. What we want to do is Shift E, and we want to do linear extrapolation, which means it's just going to continue that motion. And now you'll see, voila, it will continue that that rendering. Okay. So it's going to go all the way from there to here. Yay. All right. That all looks good. So once again, let's go to the render settings. And it's very important we do this because I accidentally screwed this up last time. Hit the folder, and we don't want that same folder. I want to go to my environment folder I made and then hit accept. Because if you just render it, it's actually going to render over top of your other one, which is not what we're after. Okay. And the rest of the settings should be fine. So what we'll do is we'll once again hit Control F12. Now this will take considerably longer to render because the other thing was just flat objects that were moving. This is obviously a 3D object, so it's got to render them out. It's also 240 frames as opposed to 23. So I am once again going to pause, and then when it's done, I will show you the results. All right, so that is complete. I now have the render frames of both, and we will edit them together in the next video.